What's up guys, welcome to this new video. If you don't know me, my name is Flo, I'm a certified personal trainer, and today we are going to talk about what's the best diet to lose weight. Because after I posted the videos about my 2 transformation, the first one being a 35 plus pounds loss in about 180 days, and the second one being my most recent cut, so basically a 3-week cut results, a lot of you guys actually DM'd me and reached out to me saying, okay, that's cool, we have a strategy now, however, what do I eat? I have no idea what's the best diet out there to finally lose the weight. I feel like I've tried everything. What's the secret? What's your secret? How do I lose the weight? What do I eat? So I've decided to make a video specifically talking about the best diet that I found for me worked amazingly well. And I decided to share it with you guys as well. Quick disclaimer, I am not a registered dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. This is just based on my own experience as, you know, a random woman wanting to lose weight, and then as a certified personal trainer who actually have some background in the science of your body, of losing fat, of losing weight, and of nutrition. So now that this is out of the way, let's get started on what to eat, what's the best diet out there, so let's get straight into it. What is the best diet to finally lose the weight? We don't have any time to waste here. So I was really excited for this one because I absolutely love food. I love trying out new recipes and I love enjoying food, you know. So I really wanted to share with you exactly what I eat and my approach when it comes to losing weight. Let's start with a simple mention that I'm not going to be talking about quantity here because I already talked about it in the 2 trainings. So calculating your deficit, how much protein you need and so on. You already know that. If not, check out the free training I made. It's on this page. So we're just going to be talking about quality and the overall like how to diet. So first, let's start with saying that I do track my calories. I weigh some of my food, but that's a method that works for me. And yeah, if you want to be successful, you kind of have to be obsessive with your approach in a way, as long as it's a healthy obsession, I would say, which I find it is because it still doesn't prevent me from actually enjoying life. So we'll get into that a little bit later. I get that it may not be for everyone, but be willing to give it a try maybe, and you'll see that it actually gives you more freedom than you think. Not counting led me to severely undereating and potentially binging afterwards. So this was one of the way for me to make sure that even on a diet, I was eating enough. And I do think that it's healthy. Maybe not for some people, especially if you have an eating disorder. Again, not the right video for you, but yeah, I don't plan on counting my entire life. It's mostly for like once I'm done with the reverse diet. So I'm still in the fat loss phase, but once I'm done with the reverse diet phase, there is like I will slowly stop counting 1 day of the week, then 2, and so on and so forth. And by that time, I will know exactly what my body needs in terms of quantity. So now that we have that out of the way, let's finally talk about what to eat. Let's talk about 75-25 for a second. This has been my approach all along, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that this is exactly what I've been doing because I share it with you exactly what I eat, and you know you've seen this picture. It was like after, like when I was in Birmingham, I wanted this like strawberries, like chocolate covered strawberries. It was absolutely delicious. It wasn't planned, but I made it work. And you know, it's part of my lifestyle now. So the 75-25 approach is in the context of nutrition and diet. It's basically having a balanced eating principle that suggests that most of your food, about 75%, are going to be like healthy, nutritious food choices, while allowing some flexibility for the remaining 25. And I really encourage this approach because it really gets rid of the strict restrictive diets that some of you have been on before, and you know, make it a lifestyle instead of a 12-week program. So the 75-25 principle really promotes a sustainable and realistic way of eating because you cannot be eating 100% perfect all the time. This is going to get you crazy. And, you know, it would be boring and you would not be able to be on that diet for very long. So yeah, that's kind of the best thing I've found. And it worked for me really well. So how do I do it? Let's say that you have 4 meals every day. You've got breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. Out of these 4 meals, you should aim at having 3 that are high in protein and nutrient dense and, you know, healthy meals. I personally have a list of healthy meals and I just pick off of those on most days because that's food that I genuinely like. For example, oatmeal and healthy pancakes recipes like yeah, I have a list, and you see that on my Instagram, on my stories. You see what I eat. I also post daily what I eat in a day, so you pretty much have an idea of how I balance my things and my diet. And if some of you want to have a 4 out of 4 days, have fun. But remember that, again, you don't want to feel restricted. And the whole purpose of the 75-25 is, just being in the healthy meal, fun food, like just not being restricted. That's exactly what I mean, because that's the best recipe for disaster and binging and gaining more weight and just feeling like dieting is not for you, and that losing weight is not for you, and being fit and lean and tone is not for you, when it couldn't be further from the truth, right? So if some days you have a 2 out of 4 days, it would be okay with that. Like, I would be okay with that too, because you can't be perfect. And my main goal when it comes to losing weight is to have you in deficit. At the end of the day, this is what will make you lose the weight. But I also need you to be kind to yourself and not go from 0 to 100 when it comes to improving your diet, like your general diet. If you come from a 0 out of 4 day, 4 meals in terms of healthy meals. Okay, this is actually the fun part. Let's talk about a case study. I'm going to give you an example of what I would do if you came to me wanting to improve your diet. So I kind of created a random diet that I feel could be representative of what someone could eat. Um, yeah, I just pick random stuff and I throw them together. And for each, I will provide improvement and healthy swaps. So let's say that for breakfast, you'd have 2 white toast and butter and your chocolate from your advent calendar, because it's still, December. Then for midday, you have a biscuit with your coffee, sorry. Then for lunch, you have an egg and mayo sandwich, a bag of chips, and a Coke. For snacks, you have 2 donuts. At dinner, you have half a pizza. And then for dessert, you've got 2 scoops of ice cream. So I actually entered all of that in MyFitnessPal just to see how many calories was it. And keep in mind, it's going to change based on the product you use. For example, half a pizza, it kind of depends. I think I used the pepperoni one because why not? But it really depends. So this diet total at 2,900 calories basically, so almost 300. 3,000 actually. So you have breakfast, that was 292. Then biscuit, again I took the McVitie's one because that's the one I eat. Then you've got lunch, which was almost 800 calories. Snack was 500. Dinner 700. And then dessert 500. Now again, it's just magic numbers that are coming out of my hat. But let's say that you are a 32-year-old woman who is overweight, who is like about 85 kilos for that 170 centimeters. You have decided that you want to go on a diet, that you want to start a workout plan, meaning that you've decided you are going to work out 3 to 5 times per week. So this is basically, like, I'm giving you an example. Like, this is you coming to me with these numbers, and you're like, okay, what do I do? So the first thing I would do is, calculate your maintenance. And as I can see here, it would be with the workout program at about 2,400, right? So that means that an ideal deficit, as I keep telling you about, is 10 to 15%. So that would be 2,100s to, 2,200s. So if you have that every single day, you'll end up losing weight and not keeping it off and not getting it back. So let's see what my approach would be for your diet. So for breakfast, I would swap the 2 white toast and butter with I got confused. Okay, so I would swap the 2 white toast and butter and your chocolate from your advent calendar for 2 whole grain toast with some peanut butter and a banana. And of course, the chocolate stays because I have that too. So I wouldn't take the biscuit either. The midday biscuit, the mid-morning biscuit. I love that too. I do that too, so I wouldn't take it away. Now for lunch, I actually found when I was in Birmingham a really nice chicken salad sandwich. It is high in protein, low in calories, and it is actually really good. And it's really filling because you've got a lot of veggies in there. Instead of the chips, I would actually advise some veggies or fruits. I actually like mix of grapes, like a little bowl of grapes that would go with that. And I would replace the Coke with sparkling water. That would be better. But if you can't diet Coke, I would be happy with that. As your snack, we're going to keep 1 donut and add an apple to the mix, or a pear. because pears are in season and they're really good. So that way you have the satisfaction of having eaten something that you craved and the satisfaction of eating something healthy and good for your body at the same time. Then dinner time. Again, we're going to keep the pizza, but instead of half a pizza, we're going to have two slices, which is a fourth of a pizza. And next to it, we're going to have a big salad with 2 tablespoons of salad dressing, just to fill your stomach up, have these fibers, these healthy veggies, minerals, and so on. And then for dessert, we have a few options. I thought about either having one scoop of ice cream and some berries, or we can completely skip the ice cream and have some Greek yogurt for some protein and berries and a drizzle of honey. And for the counting exercise, I actually went with the healthier alternative. So, sit with that for a while and just think about how you would feel having these changes made to your diet. I feel like it would be quite all right. So, time for the calories. Breakfast is actually higher in calories, just so you are actually fuller for longer, and you have more energy to go throughout the day. Maybe at some point you would actually need the biscuit, but you could still have it like for dessert after lunch. So lunch is 443 calories instead of the 800 calories, and you still have a sandwich and a snack and a sparkling um, beverage. Wow, that was a difficult one. Then for snack, it's actually lower in calorie, and same for the dinner and the dessert. And its total is basically 2100 calories and about 93 grams of protein. So you've targeted I feel like you had the fun food because you had the donuts and you had the pizza, but you added some fibers, you had some proteins, you've got we made the healthy swaps to make it work. And as far as the 75-25 approach is going, I would say that we are doing pretty good. Breakfast, lunch, and dessert I can call healthy, and the rest is kind of a mix of healthy and less nutrient dense food. So I would say that we pretty much nailed that. And I would be really happy if these were like if you came to me with your previous diet and I came back with this and came back having eaten that, I would be like really impressed with you. And you've reached your target when it comes to calorie deficit, and you've also reached your target when it comes to getting enough protein. So you keep that lean mass instead, and when you lose the weight, you actually lose fat instead of muscle, so you look lean and toned instead of skinny fat. Right, so in conclusion, I really want you to remember a few things from this video. First is to not go from 0 to 100, because again, best is recipe for feeling frustrated, for feeling restricting, and binging on whatever forbidden food you have on your list. With this approach, there is absolutely no forbidden food, and yet, again, check my trainings, check my transformation, you will see, I'm actually going to show you in a minute, but you will see how great it looks. I'm really impressed with what it looks like. Second is to show you how I would approach your diet if we were working together and, we wanted to make some improvement to help you lose the weight and feel healthier and, gain your health back and have more energy. And overall, how to have a balanced and sustainable approach when it comes to your diet. So to answer this video question, the best diet in the whole world is the one that will work for you long term, the one that you can carry on even after you've reached your goals without hating every second of the process and every meal you have to eat. And the one that you actually will make a lifestyle out of instead of a quick fix or any type of 12-week meal plan or program that you'd have. So I found this approach, and it was to me the most sustainable and efficient. So I was hoping that sharing that could help. Right, so there you have it, the process on exactly what to eat on your diet and finally lose the weight in 2024. Obviously, start earlier. As soon as you see this video, I would highly recommend that you start earlier. But it's pretty much up to you. As far as my cut is going, I'm still counting, and then the 24th at night, we have that fun 24th of December dinner. I am not going to be counting that day, and it's absolutely fine with me. So I'm going to be on the cut for the next 3 weeks or so, and then we'll see how it goes. Right, so if losing, this is actually my transformation, by the way, so it's pretty neat. If losing 35 plus pounds of fat in less than 6 months without starving yourself, without giving up on your favorite food, without spending hours on the treadmill, and without gaining it all back after the process is over, is something that interests you, then I highly recommend that you book a call with me below. We will see if you're the right fit, because I don't work with everybody, and then we'll get you started. Because what would be a better occasion than, 2024 being right around the corner. And if it doesn't work, I will refund you in full. This is how confident I am in my method. That's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was a really fun one to write. If you liked it, obviously, thumbs up and share it with someone you think would benefit from learning that. Obviously, if you have any questions, comment them down below because I absolutely love answering you guys. Make sure to follow me for more wellness and weight loss content, and obviously book a call with me if you're ready to finally lose the weight in 2024. Anyways, thanks for watching. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!